Jinsei game is the Japanese equivalent of the Game of Life board game that you're no doubt familiar with. Originating in the 60s by Takara themselves, there were a handful of video game adaptations. Pick between 2 to 4 players and whether human or CPU, then roll for a number between 1 and 10 to progress around the board. Rather than the standard Jinsei game rules where you have to grow from a toddler through childhood and adulthood, getting jobs and so on, here the rule sets have been tweaked and the environment swapped to a fantasy fiction one, whereby certain tiles have skulls on that might present you with an RPG-looking battle sequence where you need to pick a higher number than the enemy. An NPC, not the other player, and if you fail, you have to pay them money. Other times, these skulls can be beneficial to you. You might be able to summon a bird that kicks another player back a certain way. Landing on a blank tile gives a little bit of text that'll usually say something redundant like, you complete a quest for such and such, here's 900 gold. Or sometimes you'll get a prize, like a toy. The prizes are useless, it's the gold you want. Other times, you take a rest in a hot spring only for an eagle to come and steal some of your cash. All of this is completely random. You're essentially drawing chance cards. They could be good, bad, or insignificant. Some tiles take you to this dojo cut screen where you startle a monk with "kill" tattooed on his forehead. He says he'll come with you but then disappears. I don't know what he does exactly. There are gambling minigames aplenty which can win or lose you buckets of dosh. Normally, Jinsei game is timed. Whoever has the most money at the end of the time is the winner. Here, it's the first to reach the end of the trail, a long way, or the last one with any cash left. That's really all there is to it. It's a fairly basic game of life style affair with an RPG visage. The randomness leaves everything a little too arbitrary for me. It works if you're playing a board game where you're rolling your own dice, but in a video game it's hard not to feel cheated when you lose money every turn and the AI gains it. This is fine if you like the board game, I guess, but the game of life was never my favourite. Thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on the game down below, and if you can spare a second, give the review a quick thumbs up, it really helps out. Subscribe to the Portable Power Podcast for a new Game Boy review every day from Monday to Friday. Or alternately, new episodes of the podcast drop every Saturday and Sunday on whichever platform you get your pods. See you later on.